Hey y'all, it's Amanda and this is my Texas Zone 8 garden, and today is part 2 of my Halloween porch makeover. Okay, if you haven't caught part 1, I'm going to put that down in the video description, and it's all this portion where we're really focused on like a witchy vibe. I used a lot of things that I already had, which is really fun, and it was really fun to put together a really detailed display. Now we're going to be working towards the front part of the porch where I'm wanting to create more of an attraction to the outside street for all my trick-or-treaters. Now, our neighborhood is insane for Halloween. It's wonderful. I go through thousands of pieces of candy. Now, I'm not going to lie, I'm totally that person who gives like a whole big handful of candy, the whole thing, but I love it. And so I want to make like some wow factor look, but I want to do it very inexpensive. So we've got 2 different ways that we're going to do that today. I'm creating some cool impact on the cheap, and then we're going to add in all the other details needed to keep up with the witchy vibe that I'm going for. Okay, here's the front of the house. And so you can see like all the decor that I do back in here. You really can't see it very well. You can't see it unless you really get up into that space. You can see some of my containers. And so basically I like to create a vignette right here at the window to show up. And I'm really obsessed with my ivy, and I would like to create a soft kind of almost a little bit of an abandoned house or creepy looking house with that area. And I want to do that really inexpensively. So let me show y'all what I got from the Dollar Tree to make that happen. So I ended up picking up lots of these creepy cloth, and I got it in black and I got it in this white, black and the white, like this dollar, or this one actually it says it's gray, maybe like a dark gray. So I've got this. So the idea being I am going to install some little cup hooks on the inside of my trim all the way across. And then I would like to just drape this fabric, long pieces where you can see it behind the ivy and won't catch in the wind. And I want it to be torn and shredded, and I think it'll look really good. And if it works, I will have decorated this space, which is about 20 feet long. I will have decorated this space for less than $10. So let's give it a try. All right, so basically I've got a little mini drill bit because this is hardy board, like this isn't just wood, so it's a little bit harder to screw into. And what I'm gonna do is every once in a while, I'm just gonna put a little, drill in a little hole so that I can install a cup hook. Now I like the idea of doing this because you can also utilize these little hooks for Christmas lights at a later point in time too. Okay, so I am going to be installing the creamy white first because I think it's going to contrast the most as opposed to the gray. So I want all the white facing out as much as it can. And the deal about this is truthfully, the more rough it looks, the better it's going to look. Now, it has a perfect edge on the bottom. So one of the things I need to do is use a pair of scissors to shred out the bottom. So basically what I'm going to do is come in with some scissors, and I'm not doing it evenly at all. All right. And you can come in and kind of like, so it's not hanging perfectly, loosen it up like that. So let's go white all the way across first. And I am making sure that I'm kind of like overlapping. And you could even like twist them as you're going. So they don't all have to be like laying flat. Okay, here's where we stand just with the light color, which I think it looks really good. That's only 4 pieces. I think I can build on this over the years and have more and more, which would look really dramatic. But we'll start with this year because I want to do this project for 10 bucks. So let's go ahead and add in the darker tone. Okay, I like it. I like it a lot. I think that the black is more subtle, but I do think that when all like the lights that I have are on in the evenings, these will kind of glow. I think this is a really easy way to just add some interest without spending a ton of money. You could throw these away at the end of each season, but something tells me that they're just going to get better and better over the years as they get cruddier. And I think that with these cup hooks, I could swag white lights or purple or orange lights all along here too. And that would be another cool effect to add for years to come. I'm not going to do that. We're just going to layer a little bit at a time. So we'll start with this year. Like I say on my Christmas and holiday and Halloween decorations, you can build this stuff over time. You don't have to go all out the first time. Looks good. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is I loved those birch branches so much. And when my daughter came out to see the porch, she literally squealed. I wish I had videotaped it because you guys would love it. So I am going to put them right here over this portion of the window too. So it's going to tie into the portion we already did, but then these lights will shine out towards the front. So I think I'm going to put the birch up, and then I'm also going to cover it with some additional netting just to soften this look over here. And if you remember when I did that, I installed hooks into my mortar. So basically I use a drill bit that's specifically a masonry bit, and I'm just kind of gauging, and basically I put a hole in, and then I hot glue a hook eye. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Cup hook in there, and that holds the branch, this lighted branch, in place. Okay, while I'm waiting, I got the birch branches are from Amazon, and I don't know if that keeps blowing in front of you all. And I had already bought a set of 2 that are on the other part of the porch, and I'm just obsessed with them. I just think they look so stinking good, and I'm really excited about using them for Halloween, but also, like my daughter, she was like, those would look great for Christmas as well. And so I've kind of got that in my head as well, utilizing them for Christmas. I could just leave them up, and then I could do something like hang ornaments from them or weave ribbon or Christmas garland through them, which would be so pretty. And so while I'm waiting for my glue gun to heat up, I'm just going to go ahead and open up the garland, and it's important to stretch out your branches. You don't want to just leave them the way they came out of the package, because even though these are super fake, we want them to kind of have a natural look to them. And then on each branch, you can actually pull out the lights too, like this. So I've got my hot glue gun, and I just come up to the hole, fill it with hot glue, and then stick in my cup hook. And then you want to let these cool before hanging anything on them. Okay, and when installing these, I like to start at the top. Remember, we're not looking for perfection because this is Halloween. We like a spooky, haunted look. Okay, let's light these up. I'm probably using the wrong extension cord, and I have no doubt that my husband will come back, rearrange all this. That's okay. You can just get these lit up. This is gonna be so fun to show you guys at nighttime. Okay, I've got some more of the netting. And we're just gonna kind of lightly drape it in the area. I'm not looking for, like I said, we're not looking for perfection on this kind of stuff. But we do want it to stay. Like that. And then I have another piece of the white that we'll top this off with. Okay, obviously hard to see because it's daylight. But I think having the layer of the lights behind this is just really going to add to the spookiness at nighttime. So the next thing we need to do is we're going to set up our table and chairs, and I'm going to show you guys my haunted Barbie doll house. Okay, so this is my haunted Barbie doll house. And I'll put up a quick video showing y'all what this process was making it last year. It's hands down my favorite, my very favorite decoration. Okay, decided to bring this in just because it's hot, and I actually need to pull my hair up. I'm about to go to my son's scouting event. Hold on. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed seeing that little video of me putting together this guy last year. It makes a really big statement for a small amount of money. One of the things I wanted to do was explore more details to it this year. So I ended up picking up a few things from, I think it was Michael's. They have a lot of like their little small, so this had like a patio, like a little chair and table, 2 chairs and tables, some little bitty candlesticks, just some little bitty detail stuff that I thought would be kind of fun to include. Okay, love the little details. And this is going to look really good when it's all lit up, because on the back side of it, I've got a bunch of orange lights, and so the windows all light up orange. Okay, yes, I am once again another outfit change. It's a different day, and this actually happens a lot with my gardening stuff as well. I go through multiple days with different projects and stuff, but particularly with decorating, I find that I cannot do all of my decorating at one time. My brain can't, it's too much. And I like to think and I like to process ideas. So one of the ideas I was processing is last year I just had the haunted house just directly on this table. And I've got all these cords that are going to be running behind it. So I went and picked up a tablecloth, and I wanted just a round tablecloth that I could toss on here that would just hide the cords a little bit. It wouldn't just be so obvious. And I definitely could have gotten like more of like a Halloween vibe, but I like this one because it's a little bit more subtle in color and it's not going to compete with the other things that are in this area, which I think is really important. Okay, and I thought I had one more piece of netting. I would prefer a piece of netting here, but it is what it is. So here is the haunted house. And we are going to shift this table back towards the window, just like that, so that the chairs can kind of shift more forward. I'm gonna, like that. Okay. Then that also leaves room for when I'm out here to have a drink with me or whatever place. My husband and I like to come sit out here during the fall. Now, I wish I had the piece of netting right there, but I still think it looks really nice. We're going to go ahead up and set up a skeleton in this particular chair. So let's do that. Okay, the struggle is real with this skeleton. But for real, the haunted house, doing this was just a Barbie house. It was such a cheap way to do it, you know. Spray paint, or buy it in on Facebook Marketplace, the spray paint, adding the flour. I had a lot of people last year ask me, they're like, aren't ants and stuff going to get on the flour? I had zero issues with that, just so you know, which is awesome because I didn't think about it until several of y'all were like, hey, is this going to be a problem? Not a problem. So that's really good. All right, let's get this skeleton's legs back on. I've also got a couple of pillow covers that I got from Amazon. And typically with decorative pillows, I like to buy covers. I don't buy the actual pillow as much anymore. Now I will, like there's one particular one I'm about to show y'all that I absolutely love. And I did pick that up, but I do try to focus mainly on actual covers because then it's just so much easier for me to change them out as needed. And I think this pillow is actually way too big for this cover, but we're just gonna do it anyway. And we always like to have a couple of blankets out here. Now, not for the 98 degrees that it is today, but when it does get chilly, I love to just have a blanket out here. I think it also softens the look of the porch, which is nice. And I found this pillow at Home Goods, and I just really liked like the quilted look with the witch. I thought was really nice. Also on the reverse, it's just a gray, so it's nice to be able to kind of change that up if needed. Zip ties are my answer for a lot of stuff. All right, I'm gonna have to have a fight with this down on the ground. Okay, zip ties will help it get through another season. Okay, so the last thing I got is these super cool lanterns from the Dollar Tree, $5 each. They are solar, and it's basically I just have to turn them on, and once it's dark enough, they will come on. And I already have some shepherd hooks to put them on. Let me show you what it looks like. So I really like the look of the lanterns just across the front portion of my border. Okay, and then I think having one like right here would be nice too. This lantana is just beautiful. Okay, looks super good here during the day, but let's go ahead and check it out at night. Okay, now I do have the porch light on, but I think this looks really, really good. Let's start with the lanterns. Super pretty. Love their vibe. And then from the front, you can see the haunted Barbie doll house, Mr. Skeleton, and then look how awesome the draped fabric looks with the lights behind it. I love it. And it catches in the wind. So pretty. Here's this one right here. Let's walk in and see. All right, just taking some close-ups of the Barbie house. I think it just looks so good. Love it. Look at the detail. I love detail in my decorating. I got Mr. Skeleton hanging out. My new pillow. And I think the view from over here, looking out, looks really good. And it's twilight. Like, it's not even super dark yet. It's gonna be fun sitting out here on the porch looking out. I am going to be putting a cauldron this suspended from a tripod out there. That's going to be super fun too. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, seeing the finished porch. I had a really great time doing it. It was really fun to just do a couple of really inexpensive projects with the Barbie doll house and all of the cloth up high. I just think it's really fun, and it's just a fun way to approach, and these can be reused for years to come. So I definitely have some more Halloween things coming up. I am still going to be building a hanging cauldron out in the center of my yard, which I'm really excited about. And I have some other projects that I'm working on, including a beautiful broom that I'm making from natural materials, some spell books, and just a few different things. I'm hoping to post about them. I might not. I might just enjoy doing them with my family, but we'll see how it goes. All right, you all, let me know your thoughts on the porch. As always, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Every time you like and comment, it helps grow my channel so much. And if you feel comfortable, go ahead and drop me a comment below. If you don't feel comfortable, just drop me an emoji below letting me know that you made it to the end of the video and that you say hi. And be sure to check me out on my social media outlets, including Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, she's a mad gardener or decorator or anything else that she wants to be. Thanks, y'all.